Heart failure is an under-recognized condition, yet it's the leading cause of hospitalization among Americans 65 years and older. Dr. Alan Gass and Lori Jennings joins us to discuss heart failure symptoms, ways of managing the condition, and tips for staying out of the hospital. Good morning to the both of you. Thank you so much for coming on and talking about this very important topic this month.
Good morning, Natalie.
Morning, Natalie.
You know, Dr. Gass, let's start with you. Of course, we were just talking about how sometimes it's under-recognized. I'm going to go ahead and use the words from the intro there. So let's talk about it. If it's under-recognized, what is heart failure? What are the symptoms? How do you know if it could possibly be affecting you?
That's why we're here today, Natalie. We're here on behalf of Novartis and Good Housekeeping to educate people about heart failure. Heart failure is a progressive condition. The signs and the symptoms of heart failure are shortness of breath, fatigue, swelling in the ankles, but it can also be subtle, and that's really important. So things that you used to be able to, you can't do, or you're avoiding it. Simple tasks like household chores, going to the end of the driveway to pick up your newspaper, it can be subtle. But so it's equally as important, Natalie, is if your signs and your symptoms, your condition is worsening, or if you've been hospitalized for heart failure, that's the opportunity to speak to your doctor about your medications. Treatment options have expanded over the last few years, including a breakthrough medication called Entresto, the first FDA-approved medication of its kind. In a recent heart failure trial, Entresto was shown to keep patients out of the hospital and alive longer. Now, it may not be the right medication for everybody. If you have a history of angioedema or you're pregnant, you shouldn't be on Entresto, and always consult your doctor before making any medication changes. And it's equally as important that you make lifestyle modifications. And Lori, I'll let you speak about that.
Thank you. Natalie, obviously at Good Housekeeping, we are always trying to share heart-healthy messaging and tips around how to live a more heart-healthy lifestyle. One of those things that we really share with our readers is that eating a low-sodium, low-salt diet is really important to helping live a better life. So that would include eating fresh fruits and vegetables. I like to say eat the rainbow, get as many colors in there as possible. Definitely those dark leafy greens, they're so full of nutrients and naturally low in salt. Something else that people don't think about is to cook at home. So, we love to eat out, and obviously that has a place in our lives, but you have no control over how much salt goes into food that you don't prepare. At home, you have all the control in the world, and you can use different seasonings other than salt. Lots of spices that have their own health benefits as well.
Well, you're both talking about, obviously, the foods and the medications and the different treatments, but I'm sure those doctor visits, how do you make the most of them? Because I'm assuming you've got to continue to see your doctor when you get this kind of diagnosis so that they can monitor everything. So I'm asking both of you, what do you guys do?
Lori?
Well, I think first and foremost, show up. I mean, that's really key. Your doctor is your partner in your healthcare journey. So you have to make the appointment, and you have to show up to the appointment. And then you want to come prepared. You want to, keep a diary or a journal, whatever makes sense to you in terms of how your symptoms are evolving, how you feel on a daily basis. And then you may want to bring a friend with you so you can ask questions, someone can take notes, you have a second set of ears there so that you can really ingest what the doctor is saying. And then I would also say, you may want to ask your doctor to connect you with a support group. So there are lots of people across the country suffering from this condition. You are not in it alone. And support groups are a really great way to share information, share things that you're learning, share what's working for you. So those are my tips. Dr. Gass?
It's really important, Natalie, to be honest. If your condition or your symptoms are changing, and it can be subtle, be honest with your doctor, because he could speak to you about the evolving breakthrough medication, Entresto. For more information like that, Natalie, you can go to Entresto.com.
Thank you both so much for your time, information, insight. Maybe you've definitely helped some people who are watching today, so we really do appreciate it.
It's our pleasure, Natalie. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Natalie. Have a good day.
You too.